Hi, and welcome to this AppSprint demo. Today we will show you how to leverage AppSprint to generate K2 forms, views, and SmartObjects from an existing SQL Server database. To do so, let's go ahead and open up AppSprint. Select Advanced and click Next. On this screen, we'll have a choice to generate an app from an input file or from an existing database. When generating from a file, AppSprint automatically generates an SQL Server database and imports the data for you. We're going to select the Generate from Existing Database option. In this instance, we use an existing AdventureWorks SQL Server database. Let's have a look at the database using SQL Server Management Studio. Notice the tables and views. AppSprint will explore and automatically generate K2 artifacts for these. Again, AppSprint can also generate an SQL database if one does not exist. But in this instance, we will use a pre-existing database. Let's go back to AppSprint and continue the wizard. Specify the database name. In this instance, it's the name of the AdventureWorks database we explored earlier. Next, we specify an app, the theme, form, and view generation options, and click Next to generate the K2 app. AppSprint is now generating the K2 app. Once done, let's open up the K2 Designer and look at the outputs. AppSprint generated all the K2 forms and views that will allow the user to interact with the AdventureWorks database. The database is quite large, and AppSprint generated artifacts for the complete database. Let's have a look at a K2 form AppSprint generated. Notice the data interaction rules are already in place to allow data interaction. AppSprint also generated the item view from this database entity. This is fully integrated with the underlying K2 SmartObject and allows the user to load and update the data. As mentioned, AppSprint generated the SmartObjects for the SQL Server database, and these are bound to the form's views. The SmartObjects can easily be updated using the K2 Designer. In summary, AppSprint allows a user to generate K2 apps by simply uploading an Excel spreadsheet to K2. In this instance, the tool also generates an SQL database and imports the data before generating the K2 app to interact with it. AppSprint also allows a K2 app to be generated from an existing SQL Server database, as we have shown in this demo. For more information or to request an AppSprint demo or evaluation copy, please visit www.velocity-it.com/appsprint. Thanks for watching.